Khabib Nurmagomedov is like an anti-Jake Paul. He's like the opposite of Jake Paul. Like Jake Paul just cares about money. He don't care about anything else. He just cares about money. Where Khabib cares about values. He cares about, making the world a better place. He just came out and said that he doesn't want any kind of relationships with these betting companies. He says betting money, gambling money is worse than alcoholism, worse than drinking. It destroys people's lives because it's an addiction and people lose everything because they gamble. I mean, we've all heard the story of someone who bet their house away, way back in the day and ruined the lives of their families. So Khabib, I don't know. I mean, he's done some weird stuff lately, some of the stuff he said, but I think his overall personality and value system and his strength of values is something I deeply admire. It's a great thing, to see somebody who doesn't just do anything for money. Like I started to get on Jake Paul's side, like, oh, he wants money for the fighters. He seemed like he turned a new leaf. He's teaching people to fight against bullies. He's teaching kids to fight. This kid's good. And then all of a sudden he comes out with a betting app called Better, where you can bet live on your phone in the middle of sports. Like, dude, if you're really trying to help people, you're not freaking getting people to gamble. You're not investing. You're not being the president of a company that gets people to gamble, that promotes gambling. But that's what Jake Paul does. He always does something. It's always about money with him. Like before, it was just about money, but he wasn't trying to say he was this good guy. He was just like, yeah, buy all my merch and, like tell your parents and go write. If you write on the board of school, Jake Paul, whatever, blah, 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 then, we'll send you whatever. He's like, he is just about money. He doesn't care the repercussions in people's lives, where Khabib cares about people. He cares about people. He wants the world to be a better place. He has good values. He wants, everybody to be good, healthy, strong. And it's proven, by the things he does, by the things he says, by his actions. Jake Paul is this. It's all words, but, broken promises. Like words can be manipulated, lied, changed, twisted, but actions speak louder than words. And Khabib, through his actions, shows what type of person he is. Jake Paul, through his actions, show what type of person he is. He's going to talk all this blah, blah, blah. I'm this good person. I help everybody. I help the bullied kids. I'm not, help the world, help the fighters. But he's over here, oh, let me destroy the average person's life by, turning them into gamblers, turning all these young kids into gamblers. Most of his followers, he has so many young followers, and they're going to be like, oh, better, what's better? Let me go on that and bet my money, or let me get some money from my mom or whatever I got to do. It's like his actions speak louder than his words. I don't like the guy anymore. I started to like him. It's just that all went away. Now, Khabib, he's been like that since day one. He doesn't even like ring girls. He doesn't like ring girls. I understand ring girls. I'm not saying that like that's a good thing. It's basically just like a business thing. It's like guys like to see beautiful women, dressed scantily clad, beautiful women. And it brings more people to watch the fights. It's like a little bonus thing for people to see. I can do without. I don't mind if there were no ring girls, but I understand why they do it. And Khabib says he doesn't need any ring girls, and obviously he doesn't. It seems like his Eagle fight promotion is doing well. So I don't think he really needs any ring girls. I don't think they're needed. But just basically my point is, through his actions, he's showing that he cares about people, that he's a good person, that he has good values, that he has strength of character. Strength of character, which our society is lacking so much now. This strength of character. People will sell out their character. They'll sell out their soul. They don't care. They just want more money. And that's the sad thing. And that's why it's refreshing to see somebody like Khabib come out and say, I'm not doing any dealings with any kind of betting company. That's not we're not in line with that kind of, we're fine with the money. We don't need any money. There's plenty of other sponsors out there. We don't need, any kind of advertisement that's going to get people to ruin their lives. And with on the opposite end of the spectrum, that's Jake Paul saying, oh, what can I get the most money from? Oh, I could get the most money from this betting app. So let me do that. Who cares about the people's lives who it's going to destroy? Who cares about all the kids that are going to get addicted to gambling because of this app? He don't care. Okay, so anyway, my point is that Khabib Nurmagomedov is a great role model. I like what he did with his career. I don't think, you know, he's the greatest of all time because he didn't stick around long enough, but I do think he's the smartest of all time because he went out on top. He made a ton of money, and he went out on top, and he stayed strong to his values. Like, he didn't stick around the game so long to, you know, take a bunch of damage and destroy his health and his brain and everything. Like, it was just smart. He's like the smartest guy. I think that's a smart way. It's not, you know, obviously I want to see him fight more because that's the fan in me. I want to see people fight. I mean, you know, not like, you know, like regulated fighting, not like someone fighting on the street, but I like watching. It's exciting. It's exciting to watch. Obviously I'd like to see him fight more, but I ain't hating, you know, I ain't hating. I ain't mad at him for like leaving because that's smart. That's a smart thing to do. That's what most fighters should do. They should get in there, make a name for themselves, get big, take on huge fights, and then get out. Dip out before, you know, you get brain damage and CTE and all that kind of thing. Anyway, Khabib is kind of like my hero. Even though now I'm like, Leon Edwards is freaking pretty awesome. And obviously Charles Oliveira. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. You guys think Khabib is the best role model in MMA? Or do you think it's Jake Paul, the scumbag who does anything for money? Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Peace.